Real estate investing is a broad field which can be overwhelming to beginners. Many new investors fail because they jump into the business without good preparation and knowledge. However, those who become successful often have the habit of asking real estate questions. It is almost impossible to know everything about real estate investing when you are just getting started. And that is why we have Mojisola Afolayan, President, Relive Housing Cooperative, who is joining us live to answer some questions as we get started with the conversation on real estate investment. Good morning to you, Moji.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Lagos. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. Now, is it always good at this time to invest in real estate? Looking at what is happening in the global business economy and, of course, the continental economy, would you say that it is safe and it is right and it is good to invest at this particular time?
Yeah, so very well. Thank you once again. So yeah, if I'm going to be answering these questions in two ways. So as a layman, yes, I would say real estate is good. It's good to invest in real estate just whenever you are ready, like just now. But as a professional, I will be coming from the place of understanding the market, understanding your goals. But whatever way you want to look at it, investing in real estate is a very good decision. And whenever you are ready, you are financially ready, and it's there will always be land, but you need to make that action now. You need to take actions when it comes to investing in real estate almost immediately when the financial, because you can't do real estate without finances anyway. So yes, so your answer to your question is yes, it's a good time to invest in real estate.
All right, so buying and owning real estate is sort of an investment strategy that's just like, acquiring stocks and bonds. But then, according to what we know, there are differences. So what are those differences, and what advantage would you say that real estate has over stocks and bonds?
So I'm going to answer this question as saying real estate is a tangible asset. Real estate is as an asset that is very volatile. So regardless of wherever you are around the world, investing in real estate is always a good decision. However, investing in stocks is also another investment class. But when you are comparing real estate to stocks, you need to understand that there's a lot of volatility when it comes to investing in stocks. Prices can crash based on economy and all that, but real estate will always appreciate regardless of what's happening in the economy. So real estate is also a function of the economy, but it's to its advantage. So real estate always appreciates regardless of what's going on around the world. There will always be demand and supply for land because real estate has so much advantages, which include the fact that it is tangible, it is real, it appreciates in value. The more development that happens in an area, the more appreciation the property, appreciates or experiences. So it's very important that we understand that investing in real estate is a no-brainer. It's a way forward. So as many people who decide to invest in real estate and understand how to go about it, there will always be profit and there will always be bonus. Yeah.
All right, so basically you're saying that real estate investment is a lucrative one, but then if I have a property that I'm interested in, how do I determine the value of that property? What are those basic steps that I need to be aware of, or that I need to know if I'm going to be venturing into buying that kind of property so as to get a value over it?
All right, so first of all, if you are in Nigeria and you want to value your property, you need to work with professionals. And I assume that's how it is done all over the world. And in Nigeria, the estate surveyor and valuer is the right professional to help you do evaluation. But answering your question, what are the things you look at? First of all, you look at the location. Location is very essential when it comes to investing in real estate. So you need to understand that the location is prime. So they are different. It depends on your goals. So I always naturally just say, what are your goals? Why are you investing in this area? So if you are a beginner investor, you are looking at emerging cities, you are not focused on prime areas because, of course, prime, from the word prime, it means it's top notch and it's very expensive. So if you are a starter investor, that might not be your go-to place to start from. But if you are investing, probably you are a company or you want to develop your property, you want to do something else, then whatever your goal is. So my point is it has to align with your goals. So owning your goals is very important. But for valuation, it has to do with the land size, the location of the property, and the value of the area. I mean, in terms of development. So when it comes to appreciation of value, it has to do with demand and supply. It has to do with what's happening in the environment. That's why generally we advise that you invest in areas that are prone to development easily. So all around the world, you find properties in New York are more expensive than other states. In Lagos, for example, properties in Lagos, in Abuja, and even Port Harcourt are on high demand and definitely highly priced as well.
All right, so Mojisola, finally, before I let you go, we understand that this kind of business would have risks. What are those risks? If you can just mention maybe 1, 2, or 3, and how to get around it quickly.
Sorry, what's your question again?
Yeah, so I said we understand that businesses like this would definitely have risks. So I want you to just mention 1, 2, or 3 risks that we should be acquainted with and how you think we can get around it, most especially for would-be investors.
So first of all, I will say work with professionals. Always seek professional help because you do not know it all. And having a professional just breaks the icing, just makes it easy for you. So always seek professional help. I will also say make sure you do your independent due diligence. There's no two way about it. Seeking professional help, doing your own independent due diligence, having your own reports, doing your own search, doing your own investigations will always save you your hard-earned money. And thirdly, I would say understand the market. You need to understand what's happening in your local area. You need to know why you want to buy in that area so you are not deceived, because when you have that knowledge, nobody's going to take it away from you. So even if a marketer or a salesperson is discussing real estate to you, you are also speaking from a place of knowledge. So having that knowledge is key. Doing your own independent due diligence is key, and working with professionals is always very important. And
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you so much, Mojisola, for coming on the show this morning. Really appreciate that. Maybe we'll have some other conversation around real investment some other time.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. Now, becoming a real estate investor can help you build a sizable nest of wealth in a relative period of time. By buying an investment property and renting it out, you can generate a steady positive cash flow for years. As long as you properly manage this money and continue to slowly build your rental property portfolio, you can put that extra income towards securing an early retirement, just as Mojisola has said. Thank you so much. Before we end the show, let's tell you that we have NC4 to watch for you. Just stay with us. On NC4 to watch, let's tell you that 200 young Ghanaian entrepreneurs have received training from the United Nations Development Program to help them take advantage of the prospects presented by Africa's premier free trade deal. MSME owners received instruction on how to use digital technology to develop their companies and gain access to a market that would connect 1.3 billion people in over 55 different countries. Fitch Ratings, one of the big 3 global rating agencies, has downgraded 3 Ghanaian banks to junk. Fitch announced a downgrade about 4 banks' viability ratings to CCC from B-. Iran and Nigeria have signed a deal on exchange of technical and engineering services as well as expansion of energy cooperation. Iranian Minister of Petroleum, Javad Al-G, said the document was signed after a meeting with his Nigerian counterpart in Tehran. And finally, Egypt's external debt reached $157.8 billion in March 2022, an increase of around $19.9 billion from June 2021, despite an increase in net loan and facility disbursements of $22.2 billion. The book value of the foreign debt increased by $2.3 billion as a result of the devaluation of other currencies that make up the external debt exchange rate relative to the US dollar. And that's it on today's edition of Business Edge. Do not forget that you can join us on all our social media platforms at New Central TV. Our website, www.newcentral.africa, is also there, while you can also download our mobile app on App Store and Play Store for more conversations. My name is Lekon Obanjo. Have a beautiful day.